Hi everyone, I'm Gabby. I'm literally going to spend 40 minutes yapping about this show because I have no one to talk to about this show with. I have no one to talk to about this show. Does that make sense? That sounds so wrong in my head. I'm not speaking English today. If you've not seen the Canadian gay hockey show yet, you should probably go watch that first and then watch this video because there's going to be a ton of spoilers. It's having a cultural movement right now. I just went to a watch party last weekend and I watched the show with a queer community. It amplified the meaning of the show even more. That it's about finding your person, it's about love and yearning and being honest and vulnerable and accepting those parts of you, and I love it so much. Just a disclaimer, I just started my period, so I'm feeling a bit low energy, and I was so gassed when I was like writing and kicking my feet as I was conceptualizing what I was going to yap about in my book. Yeah, I just got my period and I feel so down because I don't have the same energy. Like, I really wanted to be every 5 minutes talking about my favorite bits and just talking about how awesome the show is, but I don't want to like delay this because I'm just gonna put it off. And even though I'm in my inner winter right now, I don't want to wait for my inner summer. Like, I promised to myself I would make more videos as I do and just say fuck it and just do it. So this is me just doing it, showing up as I am. This video is still gonna be good, don't worry. You can tell this is my first yap video because I was literally freaking out about this last night because I was like, oh fuck, I've never done a yap video before. So what I've done is I've literally stuck on my window a journey of how I'm gonna start and finish this video with all of the talking points, and then I've put a little car with me and Hudson and Connor. I'm gonna literally stick that over on each point so I can follow along. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying my best. First, initial thoughts. Has anyone else's brain chemistry changed? I genuinely feel much more happier and I feel more positive. Maybe it's because I now believe in love again. I believe love exists because this show now exists. Delusion. No, not delusion. Not delusion at all. There's so much discourse and positive commentary on this show, and it is so refreshing to see. I think it's such a nice start to January. I don't know how we're gonna wait for season 2 in 2027. On the date of recording this video, they literally just did torchbearing at the Winter Olympics in Milan. Like, shout out to the marketing team of this show. It's literally my 10th rewatch of the show. I am not ashamed. I've been rewatching episode 5 and 6 so many times. I am getting so much dopamine from watching the show. And like, there are so many little things I could analyze and just enjoy the more that I rewatch it. And I'm low-key tempted to read the books so I could understand what Ilya and Shane are thinking of when during these scenes. Shout out Rachel Reid, you're a goat. And shout out Jacob Tierney, we love you. It's so refreshing to see Hudson and Connor just thrive. Their performances were not only amazing, but they're just charismatic, authentic, real people getting the spotlight for once in the industry. And I think we've been craving new people and not Nepo babies. Like, before they were booked on Heated Rivalry, they were doing serving jobs, they were, you know, literally trying their best to be artists and creatives, hustling and bustling. And you know, as a creative myself, like, I feel so inspired by that. And not only do I feel inspired by that, I also feel really inspired that they have YouTube accounts. The digital footprint of these two is crazy, but specifically Hudson, but also the fact that Connor manifested his acting career, and you know, just seeing him as his 12-year-old self naming his YouTube account Actorboy222 is so heartwarming to see. He's literally sunshine on shoes, and like, they are only 5 minutes old. In a creative industry that constantly recycles actors and puts big budgets on sequels, it's so nice to see Heated Rivalry break the norm of what that industry does and give us what we need, which is good fucking stories. There is a article from Substack that I am gonna put down here, but I actually want to just read what it says because it was so good. Wait. Okay, they write, "The algorithm would have killed this show. You know what the data would have said about Heated Rivalry? Limited appeal, niche subject matter, no star power, high risk. Your algorithm is always wrong about the things that really matter. It might be great at predicting patterns, but humans are complex and break patterns of behavior all the time. Hollywood has become so obsessed with eliminating risk that they've forgotten how to do the only thing that actually works: find great stories and get out of their way. True. Very, very true. It's so refreshing to see this show break the standard of like what we've been seeing in the industry. We've seen so many sequels, we've seen so many recycled actors, and it's so, so refreshing to see us finally being listened for once, and us being the ones who move things forward. This broke out because we paid attention to it. We know what a good story is. And yeah, Jacob delivered. Heated Rivalry delivered. So yeah, thank you Canada, thank you Canadians for, putting your taxes towards this. And I'm really, really pleased to hear there's a season 2. Okay, now that we are on the topic of the industry stuff, I want to talk about the production side of this all, because this is literally going to be a GCSE A-level question in a media studies exam paper, maybe this year or next year, but I am betting on it that Heated Rivalry is going to be a case study. Watch. The budget of the show, I think, was 11 million Canadian dollars. If you think about that compared to Stranger Things, which their season finale had millions and millions given to the actors, the crew, the production, and that is really premature what I said, because I haven't even seen the finale, but just the response to it alone. But the fact that the difference in value, and that was shot in 37 days, so, and then also edited and then released 6 months later, that's insane. It's literally insane. I hope after this, more independent filmmakers and stories will be picked up and be trusted. It gives a lot of hope to what's next for the future of film and TV. I think there will be more opportunities for more actors, more new filmmakers and creatives. And also, like, I think that there will be more opportunities to pick up some really good written books. Like, I feel inspired to write just from this. Like, I grew up in, reading fan fiction. I love me a romance novel. I love me a teen rom-com. I think we'll see more amazing fictional books being made and adapted into screen. If you've read the books, let me know what you think, because my friends have said it's really bad. But then I'm like, I need to know what Ilya and Shane were thinking about. I'm gonna grab Snoopy, because Shane Hollander is so Snoopy coded, but I just want to grab Snoopy because I'm going to talk about what I think now and my fave things, like why I love Heated Rivalry. Where do I begin? For context, I love this show in general because winter sports. I love me, an ice princess, Mighty Ducks, Cool Runnings type of film. Like, I grew up with that, and like I've always loved ice skating and wanting to just be a confident skater. That's something I've been incorporating in my adult life now. Justin Bieber, he was Canadian. I feel like I'm in a very Canadian part of my life right now, and this show just heightened that even more. But I feel really seen because we have not seen yearning like this so well. In a lot of heteronormative romance films and just representation, we often see the man being the most dominant and the woman as being the more emotionally intelligent and the more vulnerable and the more honest one. In Heated Rivalry, there was so much equality in this, and so much vulnerability and honesty and acceptance and love, and it felt like such a hug. And I know I'm not the only woman who feels this way, where they believe in love again. I think this is the first type of media where we have seen, being in a male-dominated sports field, where they have this mask on, and then when they're together they unmask and they share so much vulnerability and so much love, and then all of this unspokenness, and oh, it's so good. It's literally so good. It's something I didn't realize I needed to see. And yeah, as delusional as it sounds, I believe in love again. I do. As someone who's exploring who I am attracted to, my sexuality, and what I feel when it comes to love, I feel like, this show overall is all about finding your person. Like, that's what the show is about, and feeling seen and held and loved. And this show, it doesn't give you scraps. Like, it doesn't give you tiny bites. It gives you everything. And it's just so lovely that every single episode, there is something there, even if it's unspoken. Like, you feel that rawness and that emotion. And I really, really love that in this show. It makes me so, like, comforted. And yeah, like, I just want to say shout out Rachel Reid for crafting such, like, beautiful, well-rounded characters. But also, I feel really seen that Shane is neurodivergent. It was confirmed that he is an undiagnosed autistic person in the show and in the book. This is what Rachel Reid wrote on a discussion thread about writing Shane's character. When I wrote He's a Rivalry, I wasn't specifically thinking about Shane being neurodivergent because I wasn't particularly informed about that sort of thing. He was just uptight, anxious, focused, etc. I then went through the long and complicated journey of getting my neurodivergent oldest child diagnosed, and I learned a lot then and since. So by the time I wrote The Long Game, I had a better understanding of Shane, I think, and I realised that yeah, he's probably autistic, but I also doubt he'll ever realise it himself. Also, somewhere on the internet, Hudson said that he took inspiration on how to play a character with autism through his experience with his dad, who is autistic. And I really love the neurodivergent representation because it wasn't made a big deal. Like, it wasn't a beat in the series or anything. It wasn't part of the story to, like, explore his neurodivergency. Like, it was just something that a lot of people picked up on. I have to applaud Hudson because the unspokenness and his facial expressions, especially the way he was performing with his eyes, as someone with ADHD who struggles to communicate how I feel, process things, and also be in a romantic relationship, it's so nice to see Shane just open up and be so direct and honest and funny. With Ilya, it's just so, it makes me so happy. I think if anyone who is neurodivergent and hasn't seen themselves in a show, you should definitely watch this show. I feel like half the time people watch Heated Rivalry for the smut and for the hot, steamy scenes, but you stay for all of the depth, you stay for the love, you stay for the representation, you stay for the intimacy. Like, it's such a beautiful show. So seeing this representation, I can feel loved, and neurodivergent people are deserving of love. You will find people that will accept you and love you for who you are. I didn't realize I needed that. Fave moments. Okay, my 3 top moments. Number 3, Scott and Kip's happy moment in episode 5. When they got to that rink, I knew straight away what was gonna go down. And then the fact that the cinematography was going around them, including Ilya and Shane, and like the fact that he got up and then he called Shane and was like, I'm coming to the cottage. Oh my god! Like, I was literally like kicking my feet, giggling away with my blanket on top, my hot water bottle, like, oh my god! Okay, number 2, the party scene. When they go to the club and Rose and Shane are dancing, and then Rose's friend is at the bar and Ilya's there, there's like 2 seconds, like a split second, where Ilya clocks him and turns around to find Shane, because he knows he's been so chronically online and jealous about Rose and Shane being public, being in a relationship, and then being so open. And you know, like, I get it, dude. Like, I'd be frustrated too. Like, this girl just took your homeboy and gets to live your dream of being, you know, in a public relationship and loving him freely. I get it. I'd be pissed off too, and I would hunt him down in this club. But the fact, like, it was just so beautifully done because the music was just perfect in this, and like that slow turn. That there was a comment that was saying he turned around like a bisexual Terminator. It encapsulates the perfect party for you Charlie XCX edit, you know, during the bridge, like that moment when you notice the love of your life with someone else and just stabbing you in the heart. And then number 1, it's just the whole cottage scene, babes. Like, it's the whole episode, man. Like, you know, it took them 11 years to get to this point, to get to this cottage and finally vent their feelings out. Also, the ending of episode 4 is up there because the way they were breaking the fourth wall, looking at me whilst they were doing their thing, and I was like, huh? They're looking at me. Don't look at me. I ain't part of this relationship. But let me know what your fave moments are, because yeah, I can't get enough of this show. So, you know, it's still January, so what can we expect from the creators, Hudson and Connor? I kind of want to do a 2026 predictions bingo card on what Hudson and Connor might be doing this year during their, like, breakout period, because we literally have 2027 to wait for season 2. I have a few predictions. Definitely, Heated Rivalry will be an analysis case study in a GCSE A-level exam paper. Maybe if it's not this year, definitely next year. Like, there are so many interesting things about this show that you could write about in a 20-minute, in a 2-hour exam paper, no doubt. Yeah, UK examiners, you better listen up and watch Heated Rivalry, okay? Number 2, I feel like they would collaborate on a music video with SZA. Like, for example, with Snooze, there's so many collaborations there. Even in her song Drive, she had Ben Stiller on that. Definitely, like, they've already done the Golden Globes. I feel like they would be in... I feel like they would present something in the Oscars. Definitely. Like, I feel like they would. Like, that's literally next month. Oh, I feel like they will attend a lookalike competition. Please come to the London one. Yeah, like, that's my prediction for the year. I don't know what else to predict. I predict I'll meet them and I'll have a little kiki with them. That's what I predict. Yeah, I think they're just gonna have a really good year of just enjoying being seen. I refuse to see Hollywood paparazzis mess them up, okay? Like, I need them surrounded by good people only. I wish for no toxic people around them. Like, they deserve the best, and yeah, it's just so refreshing to see. You know, if anyone has joined this psychosis unwittingly, just enjoy the energy of it. Like, you will feel much more happier, genuinely, and just embrace the community. Like, go to a watch party, go to a lookalike competition, and love is love. We all deserve love. We all deserve to find our person. Yeah, that's it. I think yeah, I did the video. That's literally all I wanted to talk about. I feel really happy. I feel like I really want to do a mixed media fan edit now. Like, there are some really good fan edits out there, and I really want to join and do a mixed media one. Also, shout out to whoever did the Google Drive edit, because that's been passed around everywhere. Thank you guys for listening. I'm so surprised if you stayed for the whole thing. Let me know what you think about this show. I would love to know how it's impacted you, what you think about the representation, if you resonated, what you think about everyone thinking about this show, and what your predictions are for the rest of the year, because there are some random side quests going on. Thank you so much. Love and peace always, and look after yourselves.